welcome back to my channel. I'm Ginny Mae, the intergalactic supreme goddess of guest service, and today I would love to talk to you about making mistakes. In the restaurant business, we end up making mistakes. Actually, I think it's one of the #1 ways to learn, and of course, learning from your mistakes. But for some of us, we are a little bit more perfectionist than others. First, you need to find out how much a perfectionist you are. And if you are someone that is very much a perfectionist, of course, when you're making any type of mistakes, you end up beating yourself up a lot about it. And so I'd like to talk to you about this at this time because, of course, when we all make mistakes, we beat ourselves up just a little bit because of it. And actually, we should start thinking about mistakes in a more positive way. When we make a mistake, the first thing that we should end up doing is just tell ourselves, hey, I'm living, I'm growing, and I end up making a mistake, and it's fine. The most important thing is just to learn from your mistakes. Because if you learn from your mistakes, then you're even going to find a better way to do it next time, and you're going to end up performing better and better every time you make a mistake. So think of mistakes as a positive thing to make, and that this is a way you're learning, especially in the restaurant business when there's so many different possibilities of making mistakes. Think about all the possibilities to make a mistake in the restaurant. First of all, when the guest comes in, you go down to the table, you need to make a good rapport, and right there, if you don't make a good rapport, what did we do wrong? The next thing is that you end up taking their order. You need to use your listening skills, and if you end up writing it down or punching it into your terminal in the wrong way, there's another time that you can make a mistake. If you weren't listening to your guests that well, and of course you are miscommunicating, you end up thinking that they want something else, but they really want this item. There's a possible mistake right there. If you have that type of restaurant where you're punching the order into the terminal, there's another possibility of mistake that you end up pressing the wrong button. Another times is some restaurants end up ordering food in maybe 3 to 10 different courses, and you need to order the separate food in this way and also communicate to the kitchen how it's supposed to come out. That's another possibility of a mistake. And if you saw my last video about how I forgot to order the food, of course, there's another mistake you can make. Then in the kitchen, they can end up making the wrong type of food. If someone has an allergy or some type of intolerance, they can end up putting it in and overlooking that. There's another mistake that can happen. Then when you go to the food pass, you could possibly take the wrong food to the wrong table. There's another mistake that can happen. And then when you go down to the table, you could put the plate in front of the wrong person. Another mistake. Then you could end up giving a presentation on food and really not knowing the presentation, and you're fumbling. There's another mistake. Or maybe someone wants more sparkling water and you end up bringing them still because you couldn't see what's in their glass and you fill them up with the wrong drink. There's another mistake. And then when maybe if it takes too long for them to get their drink, their mains, their side orders, there's another mistake. And if you end up giving the wrong check, like swapping checks on tables, which I've also done before, there's another mistake. So there's so many possibilities for mistakes in our restaurant, and we need to remember that. But of course, the more you make small mistakes, the more you learn from it, or maybe even find out or hear about your colleagues' mistakes and also learn from them, the more efficient and the better you'll be able to perform when you're on the floor. When we end up making mistakes, what happens is that we release some hormones that go into our body, and actually they're not good at all. In fact, research says that when we make a mistake and beat ourselves up, we end up putting ourselves in a situation where we're more susceptible to cancer, stroke, and heart disease. Ooh, and that is just horrible. And you're thinking, oh my goodness, I am one of these perfectionists. Every time I make a mistake, I'm beating myself up about it. What can I do? Well, what you can do is actually laugh, because laughter is one of the things that makes you feel so good, and it actually kind of reverses the whole situation of beating yourself up inside. Think about the last time when you were with a bunch of friends, maybe at the campground, and then all of a sudden something funny came up and you were laughing so hard and your friend had soda coming out of their nose and you were crying because it was so funny. I wish everyone had a laughing point like that in every day, because it's such a great feeling and actually it's super healthy. I know that there's actually laughing clubs around where people get together and they laugh a little bit. At our town hall square, actually one time a year, everyone gets together and they kind of have a laugh-a-thon. And it's kind of to generate awareness that laughing is so healthy, and it's a really fun thing to do. It sounds a little bit corny, but try to find times in your day when you can actually laugh, because it's so healing. I think on YouTube you can actually search for how to laugh or I want to laugh, and there's some different videos. Okay, a little bit embarrassing, but maybe do it in your room when you're alone, and at the end of the video you'll be laughing. And that is so healthy. I have actually read, I don't know if it's true or not, but I like to believe things like that because it makes life a little bit more exciting, that people have actually, who have been really sick, have found ways that they could laugh and actually had cured their sickness. So laughing can be so powerful. And let's get back to when we make a mistake, remember to laugh at yourself and remember that, you know what, I'm living, I'm growing, I'm learning. And remember that the restaurant business is supposed to be a lot of fun. Your guests are coming in, they want to have a great experience, they want to have a fun experience, they want to have a memorable experience, and it's also a time for you to enjoy that as well. I think it's a lot of fun to serve in the restaurant. You meet so many people, and most people are in a really good mood, so why not try to have the best time you can, laugh at your mistakes, be honest to your guests when you do make a mistake, and make the best out of it in that way. Please comment down below if you have made any mistakes and what type of mistakes you made and how did you deal with them. Let's go out and give amazing service. I'm Ginny Mae, the Intergalactic Supreme Goddess of Guest Service, and if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel by pressing my face right here. Otherwise, if you'd like to see another video, just press here. I thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye!